Finance Committee. It is October 6th, 2021. Do I have a motion to open?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, we're going to start off by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good evening. It's the meeting of the Finance Committee tonight. We have three reserve fund transfers to discuss from the Planning Department. We have our new town planner here, Mr. Doug Pimentel, who will answer any questions that we have. The first request is the one for $4,500, and this is being requested. It's for the ArcGIS Pro, which is a desktop application to create maps in 2D and 3D. It analyzes data, develops geographic knowledge, so it has to do with mapping and analytics for the town. Is that correct? Okay. And this is something essential for you to perform the duties that you need to.
Yes, I believe so. If not, when we're doing a lot of other master planning stuff, open space plan, and a lot of other things, a lot of that work's going to get contracted out in the long term. I think that's going to be more expensive than it being done in-house.
Is this hard drive, is this stored on this computer or is that separate?
So it'd be on my computer at work.
Okay.
And then I'm not sure, I know Adobe, you can log in, if you have like a login for it, you can log in to different computers, but ArcGIS Pro, I'm not certain off the top of my head.
Okay.
And we're just not sure if it's an annual recurring expense. We don't know about that on this one.
I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
If it's a web-based product, then you can probably go from computer to computer with it.
Yeah. So hopefully.
It's a software program,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
hardware. That's right, okay.
Any further discussion on this? Everyone?
Make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. The next one is on the same line. It's a request for $1,000 in software. It's for Adobe Creative Suite, and this will also be utilized by the Planning Department to perform the essential duties that he needs to utilize. Any questions for Doug on this one from anybody?
We make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. And the last one is a request for $6,800, and this is to cover a part-time clerical assistant for, it's going to be approximately 19 and a half hours per week.
19 hours.
Okay. And that's to cover all the extra work that's going to be necessary for you to help you out, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of things that are going on right now is I'm getting caught up with administrative stuff, so.
Obviously, this is not something that's been advertised because it hasn't been funded yet, but do you think this will be filled? How soon do you need this filled? ASAP?
Relatively soon, it would help out,
And
because,
you're confident that we'll be able to find somebody in a short time?
short time, I'm not sure, but pretty sure we'd be able to find somebody, yes, absolutely.
And that's just to cover to the end of the fiscal year? How long is that?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure.
This will cover for FY '22.
There's a balance in here right now of $12,875.
Okay, I don't have that, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I should have added that.
You can see this is,
So 12,000 on top of those.
this is the end of FY '21, but they carry over the same amount.
Yes.
You see that?
I see, okay, thank you.
So the position is 28.
I think
No.
obviously as we go into
28.
FY '23, if we found out that they need less or more hours, I think right now we do need a lot of hours, there's been so much backlog in that office, we're not having anybody there.
Yeah.
He does need at least that to cover, say if, after everything's caught up, if there's no projects, we find that maybe we need less or more hours, we could revisit it then.
Adjust it, sure.
Yeah, well, at least for '22, I think this will definitely be needed used just to catch up on everything that's been.
As long as we can find somebody, I know there's a lot
Well,
of
to be
difficulty in
completely
hiring.
transparent, we did put out an Indeed already, but we haven't done anything from there. We just already put it out there, waiting to do interviews till this was approved. Because there's no harm in putting it out
No,
there
no, right,
and
sure.
waiting to see if it's done.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion. A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. And Doug, thank you for coming in tonight.
Next meeting
It's
is.
a pleasure to meet you, look forward to working with you.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited to be on the Acushnet team
All right.
and help the town out, so,
Let's get on that master plan.
yeah. We're getting there. Got a few bylaws we gotta work on right now.
Take care.
Thank you, too. Nice to meet everybody.
For you too. Same here.
Take care.
Thank you.
So next on the agenda was to discuss liaison positions, but I don't think we're gonna do that tonight, just because we don't really have everyone here to discuss that. So we'll put that on hold until the next time we meet. But just, give it some thought, if there's anything that you might want to be a liaison for, think about it, and then we can confirm it next time we meet. Does anybody have any old business that they would like to discuss? New business? Okay. All right, meeting minutes. We have 2 sets of minutes to approve. The first set is from April 21st, 2021. In attendance at that meeting was myself, Mr. St. Jean, Sue Delgado, Bob Ferrara, John Howcroft, Eric, and Gil.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion.
Abstain.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, no one's opposed. Minutes pass. Okay, the next set of minutes is from September 1st, 2021. In attendance was myself, Eric Chu, Bob Ferrara, Eric McGlynn, and Gail Rodrigues.
Make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, minutes pass. So I'm not anticipating that we're gonna meet again, but you never know, right?
So I think at least for the planning board, I think they're good right now. They have office supply budget, they have the programs they need, so I think they'll be good for right now.
What were we thinking, what were we talking about starting budget negotiations or?
Yeah, I think right after the new year.
Yes.
Almost right after the new year. I don't know, maybe like the second week in January.
Is that early for us? Because I always
That is
thought it was
early.
January.
No, that is early, because the last several years, we would start meeting in like February,
Yeah.
early February. But I think we gotta get a jump on this earlier, so we're not scrambling towards the end in case we need extra time.
Anything further with meeting with the selectmen?
I'm not involved in the selectmen meetings, so I'm not sure where that is at.
No, I have not heard anything about a formal meeting yet. And that's with regards to the town charter
Yes.
and the format of town meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, no, nothing has been set up as far as that goes yet.
I know because you wanted to meet before winter town meeting, that was the goal, right?
Yes.
Oh,
When the date of that winter town meeting
January
is?
10th,
January 10th.
correct.
Okay. So we're probably gonna have another meeting before that winter town meeting.
Meeting before the.
I would imagine, because typically we would,
Mhm.
to tie up any loose ends. even though that meeting is mainly gonna be about bylaws.
Correct.
There's not gonna be a lot of,
No, I just know there's like prior year bills on there and other things. Shouldn't be that bad.
okay. So that, if that meeting is January 10th, that's gonna be on a Monday, I'm assuming it's a Monday, right? So if we were gonna have a finance committee meeting prior to that, it would probably the Wednesday before, which, I don't know, the
Take
date.
the fifth or fourth or sixth.
Yeah.
January 5th, the week before.
Yeah,
That's the Wednesday before.
so I guess, during that meeting, it could serve a dual purpose, I guess. We'll tie up any loose ends with regards to the winter town meeting, and then maybe start discussing budgetary items going forward
Right.
for the next fiscal year. That would probably not be a bad idea.
That's not cut it too close. I mean, this is my first town meeting, but that's not cut it. You usually do it right before the meeting like that.
Because I remember in the past when we had like a fall town meeting, we would like have a meeting.
Right before the
Right
meeting,
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
like a half hour before.
Oh, yeah, we would meet like the day
To
of.
tie up any loose
So
ends.
this is like eons before
Yeah,
the meeting.
yeah, we would actually meet the day of,
4 years.
a couple hours, like an hour before,
Hmm.
and tie up anything we had to.
Okay.
So I think that would probably work okay.
And the January 5th meeting is to start our negotiations. It isn't necessarily to address issues with the winter town meeting, right?
Well, I mean, if there's anything we
If
had to
there's
vote
any-
on,
yeah.
if there's anything we had to vote on, we could take votes on that date, but then also discuss what's gonna happen going forward for the next fiscal year. Yeah.
If Worst case scenario, we had to meet before the meeting. Same
And we'll
day,
set up another one.
need more meetings.
I think that covers everything. Anybody have anything that they wanna add?
I just have a quick question on the whole charter thing. Did we ever hear back from the select board about meeting? Didn't we request a meeting?
Right,
Did
Yeah,
anyone?
we was talking about it.
Yeah, that's something that has to be approved at town meeting, right? So we want to discuss it before, so if we wanted to.
if we were gonna have a meeting relative to that, it's gonna probably have to be between now and then.
Yes.
So we just have to try and make it work. So Kathy, maybe we can reach out and see if the Board of Selectmen see if we can come up with a mutual date for us and the Board of Selectmen, to try and be before the end of the year.
You know, definitely reach out to Julie,
I was
just
gonna
remind
say,
her.
I'll email Julie and ask her.
All right, because Julie probably should be at that meeting as well.
Mhm.
And that would be the last thing to take care of, I guess, for this year.
I know they have 2 meetings this month already planned, so I don't know if you wanted to try to get in one of those, I don't know, if they have one there. I don't know how soon you wanted to get in there. Because then we're talking about December and the holidays.
Yeah. So what days are they meeting now? On Monday afternoons?
Tuesdays
still?
now, they
Tuesdays.
were always Tuesdays,
Tuesday
they changed
afternoons?
Monday, but now they're Tuesdays again at 4.
So if we could possibly be put on their agenda, then we could just
Absolutely.
show up to their meeting, and then we could collaborate, ask any questions, discuss it then. I think that would probably be the best thing. What are the next 2 meeting dates for their meetings?
I believe they didn't have one this week, so I believe that, yeah, they're the 12th and 26th. I know they definitely have one on the 26th, and I think, yeah, because they posted the agenda, so the 12th and 26th. So maybe we can shoot for the 26th.
Figures I'm gonna be away that week.
Oh,
But, I mean,
is it 12th too soon? I mean, I can mention it, we can go from there.
I don't know if the 12th would be too soon.
Yeah,
for
I think it
everybody.
would be personally.
I mean, we could do the 26th, I just won't be able to be there.
Oh, is Bob St. Jean going to be there?
Well, Mr. Bob.
I would, yeah, I mean,
I would
So
say-
probably you should go in.
Yeah, I
Either
think-
one of you,
I
yeah.
think Bob would have to be there. So
Also-
I will, you know what, I'll text Bob tomorrow with this info to see if he thinks he would be able to attend. the Board of Selectmen meeting on that day, specifically to discuss town meeting format. Because, I mean, he actually had brought that up anyway during one of our meetings.
Right.
So I think he probably has a little more knowledge about that. And I think that's a meeting that Bob Ferrara should also probably be at, because he seems to have some knowledge with regards to how the town of Haven
Is doing that.
is doing theirs. So if I can't be there, if they can at least be there, I think that would help. And if any other members can attend, I think it would be helpful too. Yeah, if you have questions,
Yeah.
you know, with regards to that. So October 26th. Yeah, I think the 12th is gonna be too soon.
I
so-
agree. I'll definitely, I know Kathy will send email, but I'll also speak to Julie first thing too, when she walks in, just to put the bug in the ear.
Yeah, so if we can, so we have to get put on their agenda, which this is plenty of time in advance. And then contacting all our finance committee members to see if they could attend that meeting.
Yeah.
I think that's all we need to do.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting is adjourned.